now that we've entered into another Energem plot with the last episode, I'm curious to see where the story goes from here now that we have an Energem but no Ranger. I mean, sure, the Gold Energem plot took a while before introducing Sir Ivan, but the difference is in that story, the Gold Energem had already bonded to the Knight, it just took a while for him to be introduced to the audience. Whereas in this story, we have Albert who gave up his chance to be a Power Ranger so the Purple Energem could bond with anyone at this point. And I don't know about you guys, but that sounds pretty exciting to me, so let's go ahead and talk about episode 19, Deep Down Under. The episode opens in space with Fury telling Sledge that since the Purple Energem bonded to someone, that means the Plesiozord is awake, wanting to go find it. Sledge refuses since Fury lost the Terrazord to the Rangers and instead decides to just destroy the Plesiozord before the Rangers can use it against them. Fury says that's why he asked Wrench to reanimate Meteor, and once he's brought back, Sledge orders the monster to go destroy the new Zord and any Ranger that gets in his way. On Earth, the Rangers are still in New Zealand, with Miss Morgan saying they need to stay there until they find the Plesiozord, but that'll be a bit difficult since Riley points out that Albert never saw the Zord after he bonded with the Purple Energem. Tyler informs Miss Morgan that the Rangers are about to talk to a scientist named Dr. Runga because Shelby thinks he'll give them a lead on where to start looking. Miss Morgan agrees, telling the Rangers to keep her informed before the team notices Dr. Runga in a nearby dig site, and Shelby starts grooming the others so they're ready to meet the man. While that's going on, Dr. Runga poses for the cover of a magazine, only to be disappointed when he finds out the pictures for the back cover before he notices the Rangers and goes to talk to them.
Hey, excuse me. Oh, this is a restricted area.
Hi, Dr. Runga. I'm Shelby Watkins. I called you earlier. From the Amber Beach Dinosaur Museum. In the United States?
Ah, yes. You're my competition.
Competition? No! We're huge fans. I've read all your books. Twice.
You and 3 million other people. Now, please. I'm a very busy man. What is it that you want?
Well, to be blunt, if plesiosaurs were still alive, where would they live?
You're looking for a living dinosaur. Wait, I know what this is. You're hunting for Taniwha, aren't you?
What's a Taniwha? Taniwha is a New Zealand myth, like the Loch Ness Monster. It's an ancient creature that lurked in oceans and rivers.
Experts, like myself, suspect that if Taniwha actually existed, they were really plesiosaurs.
So, plesiosaurs would have lived where, did you say?
Coastlines, islands, sea caves. Good luck.
Wow, what a jerk. Now that they have their heading, the Rangers begin the search, with Riley and Chase looking on land, while Coda and Sir Ivan look by air, neither team having much luck. Tyler and Shelby are also checking the coastline on a beach before the Purple Energem starts glowing, so Tyler tells the others to get where he and Shelby are fast. The Plesiozord emerges from the sea nearby, so Shelby takes a video with her phone, and Tyler says he thinks the Zord wants the Energem before meteors start raining down to attack the Plesiozord. Tyler and Shelby discover the attacks came from Meteor, who's accompanied by Fury, but the Plesiozord is able to escape before the others arrive. Tyler and Shelby morph before the 6 Rangers take on the 2 monsters as well as Vivix, and during the fight, Meteor tries attacking the Rangers with a meteor shower, but Tyler uses his T-Rex smasher to break up the falling rocks. Tyler then charges Meteor, with the monster trying to use his new blaster to destroy the Red Ranger, but Tyler easily blocks the attack before destroying the blaster with an attack of his own. Sir Ivan and Fury trade blows with each other, while Tyler and the others form the Dino Spike to knock Meteor back. Fury goes to protect Meteor by blasting the Rangers, telling Meteor that they need to find the Plesiozord and that he has a plan. The Rangers get up to find the monsters gone and restart their search to find the Plesiozord before the villains, but Fury is one step ahead of them, having already found Dr. Runga. Fury demands that Dr. Runga help him find a living dinosaur, but the doctor denies that one exists, so Fury tells him that 6 teenagers discovered one, and that the doctor will have to find it before they do. Fury goes on to seduce Dr. Runga with the fame he'll gain from discovering a living dinosaur, adding that once they find it, he'll destroy the creature, and though Dr. Runga protests, Fury says he'll either destroy the dino or the doctor, asking if they have a deal. Meanwhile, the Rangers update Miss Morgan on the situation, who determines based on Shelby's video that the Plesiozord might be sick from having been away from the Purple Energem for so long, and that the Zord may be too weak to survive much longer. Tyler says they better get going, but Shelby says she'll meet them at the car, deciding to first watch the video she took on her phone. Dr. Runga then appears, apologizing to Shelby for the way he acted earlier, asking if he can sign a copy of his book to make it up to her, but as she goes to get a pen, Dr. Runga finds the video of the Plesio on her phone and emails it to himself before disappearing. I reiterate, what a jerk. Later, the Rangers are walking through a cave, telling Miss Morgan they didn't find a Zord, but she tells them that Dr. Runga filed a news report claiming to have found a living dinosaur, before showing the Rangers a picture from the article, which was taken from Shelby's video. Miss Morgan says the doctor's having a press conference where he plans to show the full video, so Shelby goes to confront him.
So, you don't believe in Taniwha?
Could you give us a moment, please?
You stole my video.
Don't worry, I'll share the credit.
I don't want credit. If you show the world that video, New Zealand will be crawling with hunters and that creature won't survive. You need to tell everyone that video is fake.
But it's not fake. That creature is out there, alive. I've discovered some of the greatest fossils in the world. they mean nothing compared to this. Join me for the announcement. Then you can dump that museum and you'll be famous beyond your imagination.
Is that all this means to you? A chance to be famous? When I was a kid, your book inspired me. All I cared about was learning about dinosaurs, discovering fossils, and someday to hopefully meet you. Your name may be Dr. Runga, but you're definitely not the man who inspired me. Not anymore.
You tell him, Shelby. The Rangers depart to find the Plesiozord fast as Fury threateningly watches Dr. Runga from afar. Using some deduction, Miss Morgan points the Rangers in the direction of a cave big enough to house a Zord, but as they head towards it, they are unknowingly being followed by Dr. Runga. When the Rangers make it to the cave entrance, the purple energem starts glowing, which causes the Plesio to roar, but before they can enter the cave, Dr. Runga makes himself known. Shelby tells Dr. Runga that the Plesio isn't something to be used for fame, and the doctor agrees, thanking Shelby for reminding him of why he digs for fossils, saying that he's always wanted to meet a real-life dinosaur. Shelby admits the Plesio isn't a dinosaur, Tyler adding that it's a Zord, which makes Dr. Runga realize the 6 are Power Rangers. Shelby explains that they're there to heal the Zord with the purple energem, but Dr. Runga says that he said they found a living dinosaur before pointing at Fury and Meteor right behind them. Dr. Runga apologizes, saying he didn't know he was being followed before Meteor calls on Vivix to attack, and Coda tells the doctor to get to safety as the Rangers begin fighting. The Rangers fight off a few Vivix before morphing into action, and during the fight, Shelby notices the purple energem glowing, so Tyler tells her to get it to the Plesio Zord, and though Meteor orders Vivix to stop her, Chase and Riley are able to hold them off. Unfortunately, Meteor somehow made it past the two so he could blast at Shelby in the cave, causing her to drop the energem as Dr. Runga looks on. Meteor gloats over his victory before Dr. Runga steps in to pick up the fallen energem, throwing it to the Zord at Shelby's request. The purple energem fully heals the Zord in a scene that the episode apparently didn't have enough in the budget to show, causing Meteor to run out of the cave in fear, followed by Shelby and Dr. Runga. The Plesio Zord bursts from the cave and starts blasting Meteor, literally blowing him away once it hits him. Fury retreats knowing he'll be blamed for the monster's defeat, and the Rangers look at the new Zord in awe, only for the wonder to be cut short by Sledge, causing Meteor to grow so he can attack the city. The Rangers go to catch a ride on the Plesio Zord, with Shelby staying behind for a bit to thank Dr. Runga for his help, and the doctor says their secret's safe with him before the Pink Ranger goes to join the others. Once the Rangers board the Plesio Zord, they activate Dino Drive and spearhead Meteor, taking him into space. When they get to space, the Rangers form the Plesio Charge Megazord and partake in a uniquely epic space battle, where Shelby has the final word on the subject as the Rangers finish Meteor for good. After the fight, Sledge yells at Fury for another failure, and though Fury says he has an idea, Sledge refuses to listen, saying that from now on he'll come up with his own plans. Back with the Rangers, they decide to use the new Zord to make it back to Amber Beach, with Miss Morgan saying how impressed she is that the Rangers were able to get the purple energem as well as the Plesio Zord, and the episode ends with Riley saying the Rangers get stronger every day, Coda adding that they'll soon make Sledge extinct. This episode is pretty good and is in fact very close to being my favorite of the season so far. It expertly moves the story forward while also exploring Shelby's character and her love of dinosaurs. Not only do we get to see who inspired Shelby's love of dinosaurs in Dr. Runga, but Shelby's actions in this episode clearly demonstrate that love. And that's something that's always been with the character since the beginning, with her talking about her passion in the first episode, to her removing the stinger and taming the Ankylozord in episode 7, both leading to this episode where she shows genuine concern for the Plesiozord, not only because the Zord is sick and dying, but also because there are people who want to use the Zord for their own selfish gain, which angers Shelby to her very core. Seriously, there are several instances throughout this episode where you can tell she means business, and because Camille Hyde is able to show the character's honest emotion, it makes Shelby feel more like a real person. Getting back to Dr. Runga for a bit, the episode is very good at showing the Doctor as our potential Purple Power Ranger, and that quite frankly is all thanks to the costuming and how well acted the character is. In fact, I totally expected the Purple Energem to bond with him as soon as he picked it up in the cave, and the purple bandana was a nice touch that I'm going to assume was added by Chip Lynn, because a guy who's helmed as many Power Ranger seasons as he has would clearly know how to tease a new Ranger. Overall, this is one of the best episodes this season has produced, and while it's not better than Breakout in my opinion, it does enough with character and story that I can definitely recommend it. I'm Nick, aka IronBat1993, and may the power protect you.